Assalamu alaikum and very good evening to all of you. Respected, distinguished, my co-speaker Mr. Ali Parvez, a marvelous speech indeed. Thank you so much, it was mind-blowing. All the dignitaries here, especially the OB members of Indian Muslim Association, my sincere gratitude and heartfelt thanks for having me here to speak on really an important topic which I really love because it affects our future generation and children. We as parents, the only thing that we can give to our children is good health, moral in life, and a good future by healthy living style, right? We don't know what is their luck. We cannot change their luck, but surely we can teach them, as Mr. Parvez said, that, and the other speaker said, that intellectual power is very important to find out between what is good and what is correct, and to pick up the correct thing in life. So this only can be inculcated into the minds of the little children by having a good environment in the family. Today's topic, I think this is really good. Today's topic is something which is really taking us all towards something which is not expected. Can you please switch off only these lights? Yeah, I think that's better. Yeah. So, the topic that I am going to discuss is what happens when we are exposed to any sort of an electronic gadget for a long time. In today's world, we cannot stay without scientific technological items, right? Even to reach here, I got late because GPS took me somewhere else. So we are all internet, or you can say some sort of an internet guided object, right? Mobile. We have to have a mobile. We have to talk to our people who are far away. Television, to watch the news. Everything is we are all getting somehow or the other depending on internationally or nationally on these items. But is it advisable to be so much dependent that we get physical and mental illnesses? No, right? We should not become animals under these gadgets. We should be controlling them, not they. So, today's topic basically, as an oncologist, this topic I really picked up why, because this can protect our children from going to so far an extent that where you have to take your child for a psychological counseling, which should never happen inshallah in any family, isn't it? Which is really scary, but that is happening. So, if you see here, my presentation basically will have most of the pictures which will be self-explanatory. So if you see here, the lady is having pain, right? I really want all the children to actively participate, okay? There will be a lot of questions for all of you. So, that lady is holding her back. Why? Back pain, right? She is sitting on the laptop for a long time, having a back pain. Look at this man and look at the child. So father and the children, they are not talking because they are in their own worlds, which is not acceptable. Okay? Look at them. This is the time to sleep, right? Look at the time, it is something like 2 a.m. But they are all wide awake with their mobiles, gadgets, laptops, television, pads. You know what happens? When we sleep, before sleep we feel like yawning, right? We yawn. Why do we do that? Because that is the time when the body, like thyroid, like the ovaries in ladies, like the testicles in males. So these are all endocrine organs from where hormones are released. So what happens in the light phase, when there is light coming to the eyes, going to the brain, this makes the pituitary making or instructing that don't produce melanin or don't produce melatonin. So what happens? If that lady or that gentleman, they are all watching their gadgets, these lights are going to the brain and reducing the production of melatonin. So they will not feel sleepy anymore. So they keep on remaining awake, turning on the bed this side, that side, not falling asleep. So what will happen? Next morning, they get up not in a very fresh way because they are still sleepy. Their sleep is not complete. The body which needed the relaxation, that did not happen because full night they were like upset. Fully, they were not sleeping deep. When they get up one morning, they don't have a proper bowel movement. They will be constipated because they did not have a proper rest in the body. So even the bowel movement was not proper. And when one gets constipated, full day he may feel bloated, no hunger, even there is nauseation. So the full day gets one after the other in a vicious cycle, like in between one after the other, all going round the clock. So because of this night awake, he remains uncomfortable the next day. So if it is for one day, you can understand. But in today's world, it is becoming a regular habit. Most of us busy during the day, we start watching the mobiles or pads for late nights. Okay, isn't it really justified? No need. You have to see that in the mobiles, maybe we are all connected to some 15, 20, 30 groups. Professional groups, school groups, family groups, so many other groups, associations related, so many groups. So just see when is there any information which if you don't reply, is it going to cause any harm to somebody? Only then please reply. Otherwise, if you don't reply, nothing will happen. You will be the same person, others will also be the same people. So not like just to make everybody feel that you have replied, you have to reply. You will find most of the messages are the same going to all the groups. So this is really not acceptable. Look at them. Do they need to eat anymore? Do they need to eat anymore? They have enough of storage for at least 3 months. Huh? Okay. Now still they are just like putting it inside. So this is not eating. As I was saying that everything in this world we should be thankful to Almighty because He has given us more than our capacity. Each one of us, we are staying in a country, safe, we have food, all the 3 meals, we are staying with our families, all of us have enough of money, we don't have to put our hands in front of somebody, our children are healthy, what else do we need? We don't need anything else, right? But our expectations, our desires have no ends. So, this is again when somebody is eating food without looking at the food and respecting the person who prepared the food, that is not eating. He is just like engulfing, he is just like swallowing it down, diluting. Okay. So, there are 2 hormones you can see, leptin and ghrelin. These 2 hormones basically makes you just like take inside, but this is not your hunger. Because when we are hungry, we feel like our stomach is causing some gurgling sounds and we may need to put in something. But these hormones just make you take inside and you keep on gaining weight. It's not making you proper digestion also. So this is how you see they are hardly looking at the food. So please, my dear ladies here, the mothers, even if you are busy, try not to specially give such fast foods to the kids. They may be very busy at home, or you can keep them safely at home by switching on the TV and giving lots of food. But actually, for their future, you are damaging their health. Please don't do. toys. So all these things the children learn. What is happening nowadays? Even to the toddlers, because I am busy, I give the pad and it is on some YouTube channel and they also know I do like this, something keeps coming, right? So what is happening? Our brain concentration span is reducing. It is said that even with the biggest or the most famous scientists, their concentration span is not more than 6 seconds. Can you imagine? Meaning, in simple words, say for example, I say that you concentrate your mind only on this board. Okay. So, if it is the most renowned scientist, he will also be concentrating on this board for maximum 6 seconds, meaning not thinking of anything else. For us, leave it. It may be 0.0000, I don't know where, and then some number. Because when we concentrate on one point, so many other things comes around. You start thinking of that light, okay, this light, that child is riding, this lady is on the mobile. So our concentration is already less. Now, when we are giving the children these pads or any electronic gadget where YouTube, something like this is connected, where the child can click one, go to another, we are giving them the option to reduce this span even more because they can't stay on one channel for a long time. They see this, oh, this is not good. They put another thing. Oh, this is not good. They put another thing. So, what are we doing? We are basically reducing their concentration span. So, once they keep on growing, say class 6, 7, 8, 9, they are not able to concentrate on their long multiplications or divisions. So, are we justified? We are the ones who created this. So, please don't do. Even if you are giving anything, any patch or anything to the kids, give it without internet connections. Let them watch only one thing at a time. Full thing done, then go to the next one. You change it and give it. Don't let them have that facility to change it. Here again, the eye strain. All of us know when we are looking on any of the light emitting device, this is actually drying, drying the fluid which is inside our eyes. Because we keep on winking our eyes, right? It's an involuntary movement. I am talking to you, but my heart is pumping. I am talking to you, but in between my lids are closing. That is without my control. It is happening. Why? Because the sclera actually is dry. The cornea basically is dry. It does not have blood circulation. So when the lid closes, it basically lubricates. It brings about the tear gland secretion, which makes the area lubricated. So I don't feel dry. Also, it has enzymes which can kill the bacteria and any other germs that can come to my eyes. So when we are on any system device for a long time, we are basically causing dryness to the eye. So that will again make our eyes more prone to develop any sort of an infection. Generally, people nowadays, most of you are working with the laptops, computers. So, after every 10 to 15 minutes, please see that you have some plants in your offices or very close to your window. Go there and just look at the greens for at least 5 minutes. Suppose if your job is just to sit with the laptop, you cannot deny it. Okay, you are watching it, you are working on it. Then after 10 to 15 minutes or maximum 20 minutes, go to the greens, look at the greens for at least 5 minutes. That will again rectify the damages that have been caused by this radiation to your cornea and sclera. So these are all repetitive stress injury. So nowadays we are getting diseases named after gadgets. Okay, so this is not self-explanatory. The position. Okay, see, look at this picture. Can you see the head has already gone? Children, can you see there is no head? Head process, then nobody helps it. Then the person gets serious spasmodic pain in the back of the head. So as if the head is gone down. So accidents very common, and some studies were also conducted which show that because of this concentration on the cell phones or some other gadgets, so many accidents are all over the world. Look at these girls and the boys. Do you know what is FMO? Anybody? Very good. You have any gifts for them? Yes. Please, she deserves. So fear of being missed out. Can you tell me what is this? It is self-explanatory. Fear of being missed out. So what happens? As I said, we are all into multiple groups. This group, that group, that group, that group. Now, somebody's birthday message. Everybody has message, but maybe I missed out because I was busy in something or throughout the day. I got reminded of in the evening. Oh my goodness, XYZ birthday, I forgot to message. When I opened the group, I thought everybody has replied, only me. And by the time I had to reply, I got another call or something, I had to go to the washroom or something. So again I could not do. And after that, I forgot and came back, I said, my sleep was disturbed and I got up middle of the night, 2 a.m. to reply happy birthday. Is it justified? It's for what? Even if I don't reply happy birthday, that person's birthday went on well. He or she got the blessings of Almighty and even your good ways. Even if tomorrow morning you send a belated message, doesn't matter. But just think of the stress level that it kept on reverberating in the back of your mind. I have to reply, I have to reply. Everybody can see only its weak who has not replied. So this is one fear of being missed out. And this is very common in these adolescent groups. Because they have to have that feeling that nobody should think I am not good. You know, young boys and young girls, they want to be the heroes and the heroines that I should be the best one, everybody should know me. It has no value in life. Your education, background, your parental care, your parental teachings, these are the things which will always take you more and more high, as Sir was saying, reaching the skies. But just to make your name for nothing, it will not give you anything. So please, my dear children, all the adolescents here, don't go in for this FMO. Nothing happens. All these are momentary. Okay? So, again, now, from, can somebody read that? From headphone to hearing aids. Is it justified? No. When we use the headphone, okay? What is the basic need for headphone? That supposing there are a lot of people at home, you have to study. There is no other space for you to go and study. The room is small. You are using the headphone to study something, or you are listening to a video which is some educational video. You connected it so that other people are not disturbed. But what people are doing nowadays? Both headphone and Bluetooth. Bluetooth is a style, a showcase of dignity that I have a Bluetooth, right? No. Bluetooth was not created to show you your elegance in the society. No. Bluetooth was created that when you are not able to hold the mobile, you're on the driving steering wheel, maybe you are using it so that the police doesn't catch when you are not into an accident. So these are all for important usages, not like nowadays you will find people walking on the roads, going for a walk, maybe 2 hours walk, continuous Bluetooth. Okay. Bluetooth is actually a small device inside the ear, and you just imagine all the vibrations, all the internet vibrations which are coming from the net. All these are actually going to the Bluetooth, and you may be talking to your mother, father, friend, children, body is not replaceable. You are the only one in your family. You don't have a substitute. Mobile today you have one mobile, tomorrow you can buy another one. But your family cannot buy you again. When you are using the mobile, same thing, you are thinking you are talking. But so many other germs are coming as radiations because your mobile is connected to the internet. There is not a single phone I can challenge here which is not connected to the internet. All of our mobiles are to the internet facility. So, all these radiations are going to the brain because you cannot tell the mobile, don't give radiations to my other parts. I just want you here. No, you can't. So, all these radiations and they go in that direction, right? It is, like divergent. Your mobile is here, but if the radiations are going like this, so you are actually damaging your body parts. Read this line. Can somebody read? Read it. So, if we are using the mobile for half an hour on a daily basis, we increase the risk of developing a brain tumor by 40%. Does it sound good? Doesn't sound good, right? I would like to see a breast cancer patient, but I would never like to see a brain cancer patient because they are not for very long. Diagnosis, some months, goodbye. So, we all understand that there are direct causes. Then why not protect ourselves? Why not follow the principle of prevention is better than cure? So these are not slides made by me. These are all from great studies from where I picked up. So please, my dear mothers, fathers, don't give your children mobiles for long time. Even us, don't use it for long time. Whenever you think you have to talk for long, put it on speaker. Don't let the radiation directly come to your ear and brain. Again, these kids, look at these kids. It is happening not as I was telling in the beginning, that it is affecting our mental capacity. What is that? Children are watching certain videos where maybe the father is, one man is beating his wife. So, children don't know how is the relationship between his parents. His home may be having a very cool environment, very family environment, good environment. But because he sees like that, he creates a feeling that maybe my father also beats my mother. So he starts developing a negative feeling regarding the father. It can be vice versa as well, about the mother. So we have to be very concerned with our kids. What are they watching? Are they really seeing something good? Because social media is really ready to make our children's future to the worst. So as I was saying, that it is very important to pick up what is good in life. So that has to be started by we parents. We have to teach them what is good, what is bad. And as rightly you are saying, that being restricted with our religious beliefs, only then can we understand what is our limitation. We should not have freedom for anything. No. How can we have freedom of everything? No. There has to be limitations. So it's the same thing. You take it scientifically, you take it religiously. Everything has to be within a jurisdiction or within a stipulated, restricted capacity. See, these children, because we have made them like that. We have given the mobile so many times, or pad so many times. Now you try to take it out from them, they become so angry. They are totally against you. They don't like the mother because mother takes the phone. They want the parents to be away from home so that they can keep on watching. This is not what we are looking for. Look at these children. They are watching something which is not supposed to be seen by them. They become like social, how to say, like social burden. Children who are most of the time on mobiles, gadgets, they don't like to see big crowds, enjoy big functions. You will see the child sitting world, generally the full family never has time to sit together. Father is working, mother is working, child comes from school, goes for tuition, daughter comes from school, goes for another tuition. So we hardly meet together. There is no family proper time as such, quality time as such. So in this family, if you see, even if the child goes there somewhere, father will not know. The mother may not know, child will not know. So everybody is in their own world, but they are all on the dining table. But nobody is talking to each other. This is not family bonding. This is not what we are talking for. So this is not. These children, they will never come out of home. They don't want to play outside. This is wrong teachings from parents. We have to tell the children the world is not inside with a mobile or TV or laptop. Go outside, see the greens, play with the balls, badminton, run, jump, get some injuries. That will increase your immunity. Because we all have grown up in that way. See, look at these children sitting in the middle of the night and watching something with eyes. So basically, this also causes a time of myopia. Anybody? Myopia? Class 9, 10? Short-sightedness. So, we develop eye problems like short-sightedness or long-sightedness, myopia, hypermetropia, or astigmatism. There are different types of diseases of the eye. So, myopia means in which we can see the near, we cannot see the far. Short-sightedness. So, continuously watching something, when we see something important, we keep on zooming, right? We keep on zooming and we keep on watching like this. So, what happens? The iris muscles, the muscles which are opening and closing the pupil, the eye, small opening for the lights to enter. So, this gets continuously stretched. So, what happens? The person develops myopia because of this strain. So, we call it pseudomyopia. And the problem is, many times, if it is really prolonged injury to the muscles, eye muscles, it cannot get reverted back. So we are really not justified doing so. Please see that your children are not suffering from this. Okay? So these are again muscular pains. See, look at this picture. For we adults, our body has already grown to the maximum. I am not going high anymore in this life. Means my cells have already taken the maximum legs that I have to take. But what about these children? They are all growing, right? Growing means their cells are still doubling. Cells are still doubling. So doubling cells or actively growing cells are very easy to damage. They are very susceptible to any injury. Like if I say I have to hit my hand, even a big hit I can tolerate. But that small child will not tolerate because his bones are still not fully ossified. His bones are still soft. So here if you see the skull thickness, if you read the skull, the bone. This bone thickness is very little, very thin in small children. It is a half millimeter. So when the mobile is near the ear of these toddlers or these small children, the radiations can cross through the brain almost up to the midline. It has crossed the midline. So the damage to their brain is much more than damage to our brain with the same amount of exposure. So we really need to protect our children from such damages to the brain. So I think this is my last slide. My talk, it should not take you into fear, but should be, as a physician, what I understand, that we don't take seriously anything unless we suffer from it. Is it really needed that we have to suffer from something only then we will change our lifestyle? No. We can learn from occupied. When there is many more things to do, right? They should be playing outside. They should see the sunlight. They should get fresh oxygen. As an oncologist, I should also say that more we take oxygen in our body, we reduce the risk of dying from cancer or getting a cancer. Because cancer cells, we all are developing every day in our body. But we are all not becoming cancer patients, right? Because we are taking oxygen which is filling those cells. Because cancer cells cannot proliferate in an oxygenated environment. But if I keep myself always restricted inside a room, no sunlight, no oxygenation, I am making my body more prone to develop cancer into any part of my body. So let the children play out. Let them go around. You sometimes take out your talent and go with them. Ball, football, cricket, match, whatever. But not as restricted inside the home. So, after all, we all managed to grow up just fine without the world of technology. Is it so? We all grew up, right? Mobiles, I think we started using maybe from class 12. Or no, I think from medicine first year. Yeah, from something like that. So, why expose our children to gadgets for entertainment? Allow them to grow up normally with dolls and building blocks to puzzles and tennis rackets. And they all also can be good children in life. Inshallah, God bless us all. Thank you so much. Any questions? Bring the pleasure. Thanks.